Today I fucked up by exposing myself to my wife's friend. This happened on Friday, and I'm just now able to relive it without experiencing Tourette-like outbursts of random noises and profanity from my extreme discomfort from the embarrassment. I'm sitting on the toilet in the downstairs bathroom, which is right by the front door of our house. I have the door mostly closed, but it's not latched. Doorbell rings, my wife answers it, it's her friend Jen. Jen comes in the house. I should mention that Jen is a friend/neighbor we've known for just under a year and I don't really know her that well, which, for me, makes this worse. I'm just finishing up, getting ready to wipe. I pull on the first piece of toilet paper, and as the toilet paper unrolls, this big, and very fast spider comes running from behind the roll, brushing against my hand. Instinctively, I jump up and away from this spider. As I do this, the door to the bathroom opens, there's Jen, we both scream, me because my fight or flight, in this case flight, response automatically kicks in from my lizard brain thinking I'm getting attacked by this spider, and Jen seeing her friend's husband with his pants and underwear down between his legs leaping toward her screaming. A lot of apologies and light uncomfortable laughter afterwards, and I haven't slept well since. Too long didn't read. Today I fucked up by exposing myself to my wife's friend when I jumped from a spider while sitting on the toilet, right when my wife's friend walked into the bathroom. Edit, wow, my first silver and first gold. Thanks. I had to stop reading these for a while today. I tend to keep replaying embarrassing things over and over. My random noise Tourette's started acting up. Tonight is definitely an Ambien night. Everyone here is fixating on Ops Wang, which is understandable, but I think it's equally embarrassing that the friend got a full-faced waft of his unflushed shit. Like the penis, it happened quickly, she probably didn't get a good look. But smells linger. And don't forget, unwiped ass. I have the door mostly closed, but it's not latched. Mostly closed equals open. A bathroom door that isn't fully closed universally indicates a bathroom that is unoccupied. Agree, that part is on me, but I wasn't expecting someone to come over, and when it's just me and my wife at home, door is mostly closed. Oh man, that's a tough one to recover from. Oh yeah, plus it was cold in the morning. You're making me shudder again with the memory. Good way to test the waters while still having an alibi. You sneaky son of a bitch. Yes, have her accidentally walk in on you while you're mid-wipe. She'll want you so badly. Is nobody going to mention that all this occurred while you were still unwiped? Sadly, or weirdly, that's all I could imagine is just that feeling of being unwiped up. Though I'm also deathly afraid of spiders, so that, the spider, the stranger, and my self-consciousness about my body. Boy, it'd be a real battle of emotions. Today I fucked up by sexually harassing a 9-year-old boy. Today I fucked up, and it actually happened today. I was driving with my 12-year-old daughter. We got caught at a red light next to a restaurant. I glanced at the restaurant and saw a kid walking in the parking lot by himself. It looked like my daughter's friend Gabe. I said to her, "Is that?" And before I could even finish, she said yes. So I suggested we say hi to him. I rolled down my window and screamed, "Gabe." The kid turned around, and that's when I realized it wasn't Gabe. It was a younger boy, maybe 9 years old. So here's the thing. This kid isn't Gabe. God only knows if he's even heard the name Gabe before. And it's a busy intersection, so it's noisy. The kid had such a puzzled and an embarrassed look on his face, and he ran to his car. And that's when I realized, this 9-year-old kid thinks a middle-aged woman just rolled down her car window, screamed gay at him, and drove away. My daughter laughed her ass off at me. Too long didn't read. I called an elementary school kid gay while stopped at a red light. Edited for a typo. The kid was walking. Not waking, not wanking. Just walking. Creepy woman that called me gay from her car, let's not meet. Well, from the title I went into this with a different view than the ending. From creeped out to oddly wholesome in just a couple of paragraphs. Edit, well, I didn't expect this to be my most upvoted comment when I went to sleep, I mean goddamn. Well, that's usually what happens when the title is completely misleading, and not even relating to the actual event. This was light and delightful. Thanks for sharing, smiley face. Surprisingly light considering the title. Or Babe. My name is Gabriel, so I go by Gabe often. One time I invited my ex and her new boyfriend to a barbecue at my place. At one point she went to call me Gabe, but yelled Babe instead. I thought it was hilarious, but he didn't like it. I looked over 5 minutes later to see them arguing, and they left early lol. That's why I would never name my child Gabe lol. Also Gabe from The Office is another example, ha ha ha. Today I fucked up by sending my son to school in his pajamas because I had misread Pi Day as PJ Day in a school email. Let's start off by saying I'm a single dad and my son is in kindergarten. His teacher sent out a message yesterday that said tomorrow for Pi Day we have a parent bringing in a snack. I had only glanced at it. 10 minutes later, I got a message from my son's mom asking if I have a matching set of PJs for him to wear. I replied yes, and then never looked at the teacher's email again. Fast forward to this morning, and I dress my boy in his favorite PJs and take him to school. As I approach, I notice that no one else is wearing PJs and my son is trotting around in bright red Spider-Man pajama pants. So I get him to the door of the school, send him in, and immediately pull my phone out to look at the email. I had to read it twice before I noticed that it didn't say PJ Day at all, but fucking Pi Day. So I sent an email to his teacher explaining the mix-up and asked her to make him feel comfortable today. She said she glossed it over with the other kids and made it a non-issue. Luckily, they are only 5-year-olds in kindergarten with little self-awareness. So sorry, son. Here's a little lesson on being different. Too long didn't read, sent my son to school in his pajamas because I had misread Pi Day as PJ Day in a school email. His teacher made it a non-issue in class and it didn't scar my son for life, hopefully. Update, his mom picked him up and said that he immediately asked to call me to let me know that today was not pajama day. He said that his teacher let him slide because he had enough classroom points, but he knows that it wasn't PJ Day. Lol. His mom took part of the blame. Thank goodness he's so young. This would not have worked out as well in 1st or 2nd grade. Edit, wow. My first gold and silver. Thanks everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed my story. Edit 2, sorry for my choice of wording. But let me clarify that there wasn't any blame or consequence by the teacher. I was self-blaming, if anything. The teacher just used the classroom points as a hollow excuse to lighten any ridicule or confrontation from the other kids. I think she was just trying to bring it forward in a positive light and then get past it and move on. No blame or consequence. Just the teacher spreading sugar and me feeling like an ass. Good thing he's only 5 and no one really cares about looks at that age. If he was 10, the other kids would never let him live that one down. PJ, boy for life. Commit and send him in with a pie on PJ Day. I have a very vivid early childhood memory from 1st grade. I was on the bus halfway to school when I looked down and saw a telltale silver dollar-sized button. I thought that's interesting before the horror slowly dawned on me that I was still wearing my Charlie Brown PJ shirt. For my own psychological protection, my brain has thankfully completely blacked out the memory of the rest of that day. I choose to believe it must have been no big deal, but it very well could have been otherwise. I did something similar a few weeks back. My kids' school got this freaking awesome new pirate ship jungle gym, so to celebrate they allowed the kids to come dressed as pirates. We had a shitty weekend and got some horrible news, and I forgot about the pirate dress-up day and sent my kid in her normal school uniform. She wasn't the only kid, and her fucking awesome teacher had brought extra pirate hats and eye patches to school so she could kinda dress up, but I still feel so shit about it. We're human and we make mistakes, but damn, I'm very good at totally beating myself up about stuff. My son's school had some random mustache day as one of their dress-up days last year. Cue to me squatted down in his classroom painting mustaches on 5-year-olds with an eyeliner from my purse.